Hello. Today I am doing something a little crazy. I mean, not super crazy, but it's a little bit out there for me. I am going to make a face mask from radishes, specifically the radish root. It's just a little out there for me because I'm not super into like skincare or beauty or anything, although I've always been interested in it. Honestly, I go like through periods of where I'm super into it and not, but I've always had a hard time, or like I've always struggled kind of practicing it myself, like doing anything for myself. Truly, I think it's just like a self-esteem issues. I wasn't always low self-esteem. Like honestly, when I was a kid, I was really sure of myself, really outgoing. Then puberty happened. I think a lot of things in my life just totally changed around that time as well. And whatever the reason, or all of the reasons, I just ended up super unconfident, like low self-esteem for a long time in my life. And I'm sure as an adult, I still carry that around with me a lot. I'm trying to think of what exactly my feelings are, and maybe it's just that, like, you know, if I do try to do things to myself to make myself, say, more beautiful, or to improve myself, or the way that like my skin feels or how healthy it is, and if it doesn't end up working, then maybe I'm a little bit like embarrassed about it. Like, why even try? That's like such a silly reason. I think that's what my feelings are around that situation. Anyway, that's all to say, like, I don't often think about stuff like this to put into practice for myself. But I had grown a bunch of radishes in my AI garden. My AI garden is basically where I asked AI, I asked ChatGPT what I should plant in my raised bed that's like these dimensions in Alaska at that time of year, which was like mid to early June. And it's doing super well. It gave me like a total like planting plan, what, you know, seeds to plant, what plants to put in. A lot of them I put starters in, but everything's like grown. It just rained for like really hard for a couple of days and everything's doing super well. I saw that some radishes were ready to pull, so I went ahead and took them. That space is like pretty crowded with root vegetables, so because radishes like mature super quickly, they're so quick to grow. They only take like a month to grow, really. You pull them first, and that just leaves room for your carrots, your beets to grow. So anyways, I took them and I was wondering what to do with them. A friend of mine asked me this similar thing recently of like, how do I like to eat radishes? And I don't even really know. So the ways I know how to eat them are like sliced very thinly, like small amounts to put in salads. I think that is good. It's kind of spicy, like radishes raw. But also if you roast them, they're really good. They lose that spiciness. They have like a creaminess to them. You can like pack on a bunch of like herbs and spices and make that, you know, take on that flavor, and it's just like a good hearty vegetable to have. And then also kimchi. So I grew up eating different kinds of kimchi, a few different kinds of kimchi. One of them I know is like chopped up radishes, and that always tasted really good. I always really like that. But I'm not in the mood to cook today, so I was kind of like looking for other things. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking cucumbers, you can put like slices onto your eyes, and that's supposed to be good for you. So I was kind of thinking of doing that with radishes maybe. And then I found a few different recipes to make a radish face mask or face pack. I don't know if that is a different thing altogether. Anyway, it's something to put on your face. And I think it's kind of the same reason why you would put cucumber on your face. Radishes, the radish root contains vitamin C, vitamin A, and it contains a lot of water. So that's all really good for your skin. It'll nourish it. Your body uses vitamin C to make collagen, and I think those nutrients also help to combat oxidative stress. That's what I saw on Google when I searched it. Anyway, so I thought I would try that out. I just went ahead and washed my face. So I'm ready to put something on, but I've got to make it first, and hopefully I don't touch my face before then. Anyway, we'll see how it all goes. So the things that you'll need are like a radish. I think maybe I'll use a red one. Just in my mind, maybe the red one contains more vitamins and nutrients. Maybe that's like not true at all. Maybe I'll use this one. This one kind of split open. Yeah, I think it's just that it rained so much lately that it like absorbed all that water and split open because it got big too quickly. Anyway, so the ingredients are radishes, a few drops of olive oil, and a little bit of honey. I don't know the exact amounts, and there were like a few different recipes. Some say to put yogurt and honey, some is olive oil and lemon juice. What I have on hand is olive oil and honey, so I'm gonna use that. And blend it all together and then apply it to your face. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that and see how it is. Okay, actually I'm not gonna use this one that has like a rip in it because I realized I have to kind of like peel the outer part of it, like skin the radish. And that's gonna be kind of difficult to do, so I'm just gonna try it on one of these little ones. The recipe says to use like half of a radish, but these are so tiny, so I might as well use the whole thing, I think. And that step is important because these radishes were just in a bunch of dirt and I don't want to be putting dirt on my face. Okay, that was kind of difficult because this blender is too big for just like one little radish. But it looks pretty, I think it looks as good as it's gonna get. There's some juice in the back. I'm trying to kind of mix them all together. And then the radish, it should be like into a paste. This is kind of like a lumpy paste. I think it's fine. Kind of nervous to put this on my face because I get acne sometimes. It used to be bad, now it's not so much, but I do kind of get it around like my mouth. Probably where food gets around. I don't know if that's like super gross, if I'm just like a monster when I eat. It just like flies everywhere, or maybe it's like a hormonal thing, but I tend to break out a lot here. And the oil and the honey, maybe I put too much honey. Maybe I should have put less. That kind of makes me nervous to put on my face. If any of you garden girlies are out there and want to try this, I would recommend maybe doing a bigger batch to get it like a better consistency, and then like invite a girlfriend over and like have a day of it. Ooh, okay, here goes. This seems so silly. I'm just smearing radish juice around my face. I guess it's not a mask. Let's not call it a mask. It feels more like a scrub. And I wish it were more of a paste. Maybe it would stay on better, but I'm at least like feeling the juices everywhere on my face. I'm just gonna leave it to like soak in for maybe 5-10 minutes, and then I will wash it off and I will tell you how it feels. Right now it feels refreshing. It feels like cool and wet, I guess. There's like, I feel like it's just about to be stinging a little bit. Probably if I put lemon juice in this, if I did that recipe with lemon juice, I would feel more stinging. I would just also worry that that would dry out my skin a little bit. Okay, it does not sting, but I can feel a bit of a tiny bit of acidity on my face. I don't know, I think feeling something is a good thing. Hopefully it's doing something. I hope I smell like radish for the rest of the day. Just smell like a fresh vegetable. I might as well just use the rest of this. just washed it off. I had it on for like 8-10 minutes. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track. I should have. And it felt definitely by the end of it, it was stinging a little bit. Like, especially when I added more of the actual like radish juice onto my face, when I just kind of like pressed it in, it felt like it was doing something, you know? And I feel very refreshed. Like my skin feels clean and refreshed. It also doesn't feel dry. I think that's because of the olive oil, maybe the honey too. And I'm gonna be honest, I totally wasn't expecting for it to go well, but I really like it. Like, I really like the way I just feel. And hopefully, you know, in the next day or two, I don't break out. And that will be the real test to see if this is okay or good or not. But seriously, it feels really good. I might smell like radishes now, but I feel, I don't know. Lately, I just haven't been feeling really great about myself, which is why I kind of wanted to like treat myself a little bit, try and do something to like boost my self-esteem. And I feel like it worked. I feel like it's working. Like, watch me go into the edit and just not even be able to look at myself. But right now I feel good. Like, I am so surprised that this on my face felt so good and felt so refreshing. And this is not like radish propaganda, I promise. But I just think it was so fun and so nice to know. Like, if you have extra radishes, you can work on your skincare, ladies. I just like was so wrapped up in how good it felt. I forgot if I was planning on saying anything else in this video. I don't know. Anyways, it was good. It was really good. So glad I did it. So glad I tried it. If you guys try it, if any of you try it, please let me know how it went for you. I'll let you know in the description if, you know, I broke out or anything. I don't feel like I'm going to. I feel very clean. I don't feel, you know how sometimes you just feel like your skin can't breathe a little bit? Like your pores are clogged or something. I don't feel like that at all. I feel like everything's like super open. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, also, if you're not already, please subscribe, especially if you watched all the way through this video. Hopefully I'll do more fun things like this. I like to garden. I like to do crafts. I like to cook a little bit when I can. Mostly I like to cook things from the garden. That just feels good. Mostly I just like to talk to you all. Maybe this is going out into the ether, but bye.